Welcome to the Spa Hive. I'm Julie Pankey, and I've teamed up with two of my business besties to flip this hive and spill the honey. We're dishing out the juiciest insights on business, life, and everything in between, with a side of sass, a sprinkle of nuttiness, and plenty of laughs. Whether you're here for spa tips or just a little life inspiration, we've got the buzz you need. So grab your favorite drink and get ready. Things are about to get sweet and sticky. Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to our Spa Hive Business Bestie podcast. I'm here this morning with my business bestie, MaryAnn. Good morning, MaryAnn.
Good morning, Julie. Good morning to our listeners. How's it going, Julie?
What a day, right? Well, good. As everybody knows, we record bright and early in the morning. And I already had my morning walk, my 2-mile walk. I was going to get up. I was not going to get up. So I was going to get up. And then my plan for today was to get up. And then at like 10:06, I was like, well, I probably could do it after my podcast and then still make it to where I'm going on time. And then I was like, no, get up and do it.
Do it.
So I went to the beach. And I keep parking farther and farther away so that I'm forcing myself to walk a little bit farther. But I get there and I go to put my phone in my pocket and my car key and my pants are on inside out. So I'm like, do I go back in my car and try to change them or just go with it? So I reached inside my pants and put my stuff in my pocket and just went with it. Because they're leggings and I have a long shirt. And if anybody's looking at me that close, they shouldn't be.
Right. I mean, it's very early in the morning, so.
Yeah. I mean, there were people there, but I mean, it was still a little bit dark because it's cloudy here. But I was like, oh,
That's
my
funny.
pants inside out.
That's funny, Julie. Well, good job on your walk. Today, we're going to be talking about some things happening, some fall trends, right? We're on the cusp of fall, if not starting fall. I don't know. It's very early. And we're going to be talking about some things we love, some things we hate, some things that are a bloom or a bust for us. And I thought that was so cute because you're such a master gardener these days. So bloom or bust, Julie?
You want me to go first?
Yeah, you're all hyped up this morning. Let you go first.
Well, I don't want you to take it personally, but bloom or bust, pumpkin spice, everything. For me,
yeah,
it's a bust. I don't like commercially baked pumpkin pies because I don't like clove.
Yeah.
And I think we talked about this at another podcast. I don't like chives. And I feel like pumpkin spice is like overhyped.
You know what? You can keep sipping on your haterade over there. Because pumpkin spice is where it's at. And chai, I think there's a time and a place for chai. I've got one sister, I've got many, but one of my sisters loves chai. She really enjoys chai. So, I mean, I think that I'm like a medium fan of chai. But I mean, I like it. I like it. I'm here for the pumpkin spice. I'm always here for something seasonal. I think it's fun. And you know what? I'll take your share. How about that?
Sounds good. So everybody knows that I'm a pumpkin spice hater.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, listeners.
I know. I think we should all send her like pumpkin spice themed baskets because this is it.
All right. So what's your bloom or bust?
Maybe you know about this and you can educate me on this because I don't really know about it. But beef tallow. What are we using beef tallow for? I know that people use it as like a cream, but then I also saw a meme that like Outback cooks in it. So I'm confused. Do I put it on my body? Do I cook with it? Do I do both? What is it?
So I don't know about it as much as, yes, as like a cooking medium. It's supposed to be, I guess, a cleaner, like
A
a cleaner fat.
Oh, a
I'm
clean. Oh,
Yeah, not a cleaner, but like a cleaner version of like a cooking fat. Um,
I thought we were cleaning the counters with it too for a second. My goodness.
yeah, so I only know about it as like a cooking fat, like lard, right?
Yeah.
But beef tallow, but the beauty angle, like, no, I'm sorry. I mean, that's got to be a TikTok trend. I mean, are people putting beef tallow on their face? I mean,
Yes. I think that's what we're doing. And okay, so we did a quick looky look, right? So beef tallow is rendered beef fat.
yeah.
Okay.
So like lard, but what lard came from maybe pork, right? I mean,
Yeah.
so I feel like it's yeah. And what are people doing with it on their face? I mean, I don't even want to start
Yeah.
looking at TikTok. Those Tik
Oh,
those TikTok fans, let us know what those TikTokers are doing with beef tallow on their
you
face.
know,
I mean, is it clogging my pores?
so I guess this is a big trend. You can use it, you can actually make soap out of it. So I feel like that's a little grody grode in your shower. I feel like there's like pieces of beef at the end of my shower.
I'm imagining like bacon fat on my shower floor that
That's a
is going to
slipping
be
hazard.
so hard to clean, and I'm going to
That
be like slip sliding away.
you're gonna fall and then we're gonna have a problem.
I
I'm not
wonder
sure.
though, the trend of like what are people doing with this beef tallow? But the trend of like oil pulling, using
Yes.
coconut oil in your mouth. I mean,
Yeah.
I've done that. So are people like oil pulling with beef
Mm.
tallow
Okay, that would be sick.
versus coconut oil? I mean, I'm just, I'm not sure any of my esthetician's friends are gonna be on board with putting beef fat on your face.
Okay, well, this is something we're gonna have to reach out to our friends today and ask them.
I am going to I have a meeting today with a group of estheticians and I'm going to take a poll
Perfect.
about it. And they're all like Gen Z
Oh,
practically.
perfect.
So,
This is great. Yeah, so this is where we at our, guys, beef tallow this early in the morning.
oof, all right. Yeah, all right. Oh, and next trend.
What else
Like,
do you got?
I don't know. I got like totally off board with the beef tallow.
Yeah, because you
Um,
weren't expecting it, right? I just pulled that one out of left field.
No, I wasn't. So
See?
my next trend are red light therapy panels. So infrared panel at home. So not Dawn's red light therapy mat.
I just thought, is Dawn here? Is Dawn talking about red light? I was just thinking about her this morning too. Shout out to Donnie Dawn.
Were you?
Yeah. So, what are
Um,
you doing with these red light panels?
so a lot of people don't have access to an infrared sauna, for example. Sometimes, I mean, most people don't have them at home. And then a lot of times when you look in your area, like where has one and how do you access it? Like it might be a spa, it might be a gym. It might be easier access. But I feel like it is a little bit difficult. Like I love an infrared sauna. I would love to have one in my house. I live in a small house, so my husband, like our bedroom doesn't even have a closet. So if I decided to add an infrared sauna, I'm not sure he would be like totally on board. However, I have found ones that are good for outside. I
Oh.
digress. Um I think that an infrared sauna is a huge health benefit. And if you can access an infrared sauna somewhere nearby, fantastic. If you can't, I was talking to some colleagues that have these infrared panels at home. One is, probably about, I don't know, 2.5 feet by like two, like something like that. And she hangs it on the outside of her closet or like on a door and like stands up to it or like lays it on the bed. Higher Dose is a brand that has the mat that you can lay on. And I really think that it's a great, like, healthy life benefit. It helps, of course, as Donnie has told us, helps stimulate collagen, improves skin texture, tone, etc. So it has, of course, external beauty benefits, but also reduces inflammation. It's a seasonal mood boost or, a supporter for, seasonal mood disorders and aids in muscle recovery. So whenever I can go into an infrared sauna, I definitely do, especially, a full-on infrared sauna. But I feel like, you can get some really good panels, and even the higher dose is not super inexpensive. But it's less expensive than adding an infrared to your house. And if you have chronic issues, chronic inflammation, muscle recovery, if you're an athlete, if you have plantar fasciitis. I was just talking to somebody yesterday that had plantar fasciitis and used one of the panels and has been putting her like foot and kind of wrapping it. And that has helped with the plantar fasciitis, fa- pain. And, I think that I am a fan of, and another trend I was going to talk about was longevity skincare. But I'm a fan of longevity items because I feel like longevity is a big trend now, but I think it's here to stay because, we all want longevity. And I think infrared panels and infrared sauna um aids in longevity.
Now, I like that. I like that a lot. I don't really use infrared saunas. I've been in it a couple of times, probably with you, right? But if someone is going to go visit a place and do an infrared sauna session, let's say, what are some things they should look at to make sure, like, this is true infrared, right? Because
Mhm.
I feel like people could call it infrared, but it's not. So, what should people look for?
Mhm. No, I'm
Oh,
just kidding.
okay, great.
Well, I think reputation, right? Because I have seen infrared saunas. I've even seen them for sale on Facebook Marketplace where I've considered buying one. And um I automatically look at like the name brand.
Right.
So I mean, we're not sponsored, but if you'd like
No.
to sponsor us, we're open for sponsorships. And we will be open for sponsorships in 2026. But I enjoy sunlight and saunas. So if you're going to, there are other reputable brands, I will 100% say. But I do find a Sunlight and Sauna is really a leader in the industry. Now, what I think is really important is the type of infrared. It needs to be full spectrum,
Okay.
not just near, not just far, but it has the near, the far, and the mid infrared. So it's customizable based on your goals, right? Do you want a detox? Do you want anti-aging? So do you want to just target the skin, and that's when we look at those red lights that Dawn's talked about, right? So it's just going to um treat really like the surface, not get down into like your muscles. I think that really that's the big difference. I always look for something that's full spectrum because, my purpose of it is for it to get deep into my cells. I'm looking for detox, I'm looking for anti-inflammatory. There are people that do it for fitness goals, right? And you can do a weight loss version. And in the weight loss version, you can burn up to 500 calories in that session just sitting there reading your book.
Now that is something, sign me up. Sign me up for that. I feel like this is a topic all in itself because now I've got questions all in my brain.
And
And
I am not the expert, but
yes.
I do think that, if you're going to a location, you want to find out the name brand. There's, like I said, I think Sunlight is the leader. But there's Clear Light, and of course Higher Dose is also a leader. You can find higher dose locations that use their technology in like a infrared room. And I remember I first learned about infrared through Higher Dose in New York City, probably about, gosh, could have been 10 to 12 years ago when they launched. I can't remember now, but time flies. And I'm going to tell you, they were in the basement of a health food store, and they had like three, maybe two or three little closets that were made into infrared saunas. They probably weren't closets, but made into infrared saunas. And I'm going to tell you, they had a turnover like that. I mean, they were no staff needed.
Yeah, right.
They just were coming in from the office, no showers, no amenities. There was like a wet wipe to wipe yourself down. And
Yes.
I'm going to tell you, they built this killer business model from that killer business model. So if I was going to get a portable blanket, or a mat, and
Yeah.
some of my clients do have the higher dose mats, that they use with their treatments, like on a facial table. And you could be getting your infrared, you get your higher dose mat, w- while you're getting your facial.
Oh, wow.
And so then that's kind of like a twofer, right?
Yeah.
That's nice too.
That is great. I love this. Maybe we need a expert on infrared.
I know. I mean, we can have one of our friends at Sunlight and join us for a podcast to talk about it.
That's fun. Now I feel like I need to go and find something. But now I'm going to call them. I'm going to call the local infrared place and be like, I'm sorry, but are you full spectrum?
Exactly.
And they probably will be like, what? I don't even know what you're talking about.
No, it's I got it on Amazon.
And I'll be like, no, click. I
All
love it.
right. What's your next trend?
All right. So my next trend is not wellness or beef related, maybe a little bit of beef, but it's Netflix documentaries.
Yes, right?
I mean,
You love a good documentary.
I love a good documentary. That is my preferred thing to watch, I would say.
I
And
know.
they have just come out with so many good ones recently.
Well,
I
I'm gonna say I want to see the Charlie Sheen documentary.
I didn't watch that one.
I'm so in for that.
But you like things that are like about people, like famous people, I think.
And I'm not ashamed to say that I do enjoy some Charlie Sheen.
Yeah. What
I
is it just
find him
because
a train wreck. However, I do root for him. I
yeah.
always root for the success of people, and I really like Charlie Sheen, and I want him to get himself together and be a success story.
All
I don't
right.
want to have him show up on my Facebook feed as not a success story.
Well, Charlie, if you are listening, Julie is rooting for you. You were really passionate about that one. So no, I have no idea about Charlie Sheen, but I have watched Fit for TV, which is the 3-part documentary about Biggest Loser
Right, which I
show.
only watched the part 1.
Yeah,
So
I
I have to
know.
watch the rest.
It was such a good documentary, and I actually was messaging with our friend Danielle about it.
You were?
Yes, and I was like, "Danielle, I need you to watch this, and we need to talk about it. Your podcast, our podcast, some podcast.
We have
Let's
to
go
talk
on and
about
talk
it.
about it."
Yes.
Um,
Okay, have you watched The Catfish?
Absolutely, 100%. Have you watched The Catfish?
I have not. But I was told yesterday and the day before that I need to, when I have some downtime, when I'm away from home and I watch things that my husband would not watch, then I have to watch it,
You have to
and that
watch
I
it.
will be so mad at the end.
Yes.
And
So
nothing
the
else was I told, and I didn't look up any spoilers,
Yeah.
but they said, and you've probably been missing the point of like 1,000 memes on the internet because you haven't watched it.
Yes. So that it's such a good documentary. It's called Unknown Number: The High School Catfish. And I guess there's actually a Lifetime movie loosely based on it with Lisa Rinna.
Hmm.
So that's kind of fun. And that came out
Yeah.
before this documentary.
Okay.
Um and I don't feel like we've heard the end of this documentary. I feel like there's going to be another probably streaming platform that picks it up and dives deeper, because there were
Oh,
so many things that now people are like, wait, what about this? What about that?
like so many layers to it.
Yeah, and maybe a
Huh.
little few loose ends.
Okay.
But it is good. Netflix is bringing out some good ones, and I feel like it goes through seasons with Netflix. Like,
Yes.
sometimes they're amazing and they have like good, fun things to watch. And then other times it's all like, old shows. But right now I'm here for it. I'm here for Netflix.
I love it. I love it. I'm here for it too. I mean, I am not as big of a documentary watcher as you are. But I do pick and choose and enjoy it when I get into it. Yes. So I'm here for it too, and I'm gonna watch Catfish and we can talk about it.
I think it would be really fun, Julie, if we had a little segment where we talk about trending words that the youth are using these days, and to see if we know what the heck they mean, what is going on. I love to play this game with my niece and nephews, and I'll just bring up these words in conversation as if they're part of my normal jargon, and they think it's hilarious. Um, because
Yeah.
they're like, Auntie, why are you trying to be cool?
Yes.
I'm not here for it.
Yes. Yeah. I hear ya. All right, go.
All right, all right. So this is going to be like a quiz, right? So do you know what bussin means?
Bussin'. I'm
You
not gonna
cannot
know
you
what
cannot
any
look it
of
up.
these things mean.
You can't look it up, and it's
I do.
Bussin.
You're bussin'.
Yep. What does bussin mean?
Bussin' means you're awesome.
I mean, essentially, yes, Julie, you're right. We could use it in a sentence. These tacos are bussin. Means so good, it's amazing.
I think I hang out with Gen Z and alphas too much.
See, I'm telling you, that's why I think you're going to know all these.
I don't know. There's some crazy ones.
All right, next one. If someone says, check out his drip, what are we checking out?
Well, I don't know, but what could be drippy?
See?
Check out
Okay.
his drip. Check out his drip.
Drip.
His style. His.
Sort of. Sort of. It's a cool or stylish outfit. Check out his drip. Look at that drip.
I'm gonna use that in a sentence today.
You're given drippy. I love it.
I'm not gonna say you're giving drippy. Right?
All right. And now this one is easy. This one's old. No cap. No cap.
Yeah, I know I hear that one. And when I was like doing, and so I've got to be honest, when I was researching like for our podcast, some of the Gen Z terms, uh, yeah, no cap came up, but I don't remember what it meant. And I've heard people say it, but I don't know.
You could use it in exchange for no lie, right? So that concert was the best ever, no cap. No lie. Yeah.
Yep, I'm gonna use that today. Let me write that
See?
down. No
No
cap.
cap.
And I'm gonna see if people look at me in a weird way.
It's the funnest thing to add these terms into your everyday life because then you look at people and they're so surprised.
And so what if like your, like your niece and nephew, your oldest say, are they like, what?
Yeah, they think it's hilarious, but then also when I use it correctly, they're like, "All right, good. Good, you at least used it correctly."
So I was thinking of ones that somewhat irritate me. Not irritate me, but I was thinking about things that people say all the time, and they're different for like Gen Z, Gen Alpha to like me, Gen X, and probably
Oh,
different to you, which is a millennial. But dude, like when you say
huh.
dude, I'm thinking of like Keanu Reeves in like Point Break.
Oh,
Like dude, or Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. Right. But but Gen Z is meeting it by like, dude, like shock, like,
oh, yeah,
can
like,
you believe
dude,
it? Like, dude,
like,
and I'm
wow.
like, dude, or like, sympathetic, dude.
Oh,
Like, I'm never saying to you, dude, never
I
saying
see.
it. And also, I feel like it was very gender specific in
Yes.
the 80s, right? I'm
Well,
not
it
calling
was
you dude.
I'm a dudette, right? That's still a
Right.
word.
Right. It's still a word. I don't use that word, but it probably is still a
I
word.
think my dad uses that word, dudette.
Yeah. Yeah.
It
Okay.
sounds like
I
something he would use.
Sounds like something Carol would say
See?
too. The other thing that I feel like is very like it goes across the generations, but was also very gender specific in the 80s, maybe the 90s, right? But now is not, and it has a very different meaning, is bruh.
Oh, like bro?
Yeah, so I would say, bro, that would be very gender specific. But in the skater crew, right? They might be like, "What up, bruh?"
I love
But
it.
I'm
We
gonna
need
tell you, my grandson calls me bruh. Every other sentence he uses and he said.
Oh, that's so cutie though.
And it's definitely not, it's definitely not gender specific anymore, but it's like I'll say
Yeah.
something and he'll be like, bruh, like in
Oh,
surprise, or like and not like what up, bruh, but
yeah.
it's like an exclamation
Yes.
of some sort. And I'm like,
Okay. Yeah, I haven't really I don't really come across that one. Nor do
I
I
come
use it.
across it all the time. I do
You
not
know
use
what?
it.
Maybe it's more of a New England thing.
I wonder. I
I mean,
wonder.
I come across like, "Oh, bro," like, yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, no, it's like, bruh.
Bruh, bruh, BRUH.
Yes.
Yes.
And at
Huh.
first I thought he was, calling me like his bro, his bestie. But no, that's not the meaning of it. It's like, when he thinks I'm being ridiculous. He'll be like, "Oh," and okay, and I know we gotta go because our podcast is getting long, but I don't understand the word giving.
That one.
You do? Because,
Yes.
I've heard. I've had someone say, like, oh, I love your haircut. It's giving beachy vibes or something like that. And I'm like,
Yeah.
what? It is confusing to me.
Yeah. So that one's super simple, actually. So it's giving. It's a way to describe a vibe or an energy. So use it in a sentence. That outfit is giving main character energy. Right? It's giving,
Yeah. I mean, I
like,
guess I get it, but I mean, it's essentially like giving the vibe of whatever it
yeah.
is.
Oh, or you could be like, if you're like in your athletic gear, right? Like, oh, that's giving pickleball. I don't know.
That's
Just
giving Jane Fonda.
there you go.
But
That was
see,
perfect.
I want to say vibes at the end, and I'm not sure you're supposed to.
No, so you take out the
Right.
vibes. We don't need the vibes. All right, but this is, I think we should end with this one.
All right.
Well, okay, I've got two. Okay. Because I find this topic so great. But the one is, have you heard 6-7?
No.
Okay. I think people are going to laugh on this podcast. So the youth are going around saying
The youth.
yeah, they're going around saying 6-7, and their hands, we'll make a clip out of this, but their hands go like this, 6-7, and they toss their hands up and down, 6-7. And so the funniest thing is it's really got no meaning. So it comes from a song by rapper Skrilla, which
Okay.
repeats 6-7 in the lyrics. Most of the time, it's used as an interjection, like something you shout or respond. Sometimes used in a playful, joking way as so or meh. So that's where the hand motion, like so, right? And people go 6-7, 6-7. So, Julie, today, add this to your list. You need to add, so if somebody's like, hey, Julie, what did you think about that new spa treatment hey, Julie, what did you think about that new product that we tried? Here you go. You say, it was 6-7. Yes, perfect.
Oh, all right. I'm going to have to break these in my notebook because I'll forget by the middle of the day.
Exactly. Now, this is our last one.
Okay.
And this one is newer. I've heard that this one is newer. So maybe we're on the cusp of this. So
We are trendsetters.
I mean, obviously, after hearing us talk, we are. Sendy. Sendy.
SENDY. No. You
It's a
want to
youth.
send me to the store?
No, please, no. It's a youth slang that means something like going all out or doing something with full energy.
Okay, use it in a sentence.
All right. So if you are like getting ready for the night to go out with your girlfriends, right? Let's get sendy. So we're going to go all out.
Well, I was sendy this morning when I did my 2-mile walk.
Absolutely.
Sticking with us through this episode, guys. We hope that we shared some bloomer bust trends with you, and go out no matter what generation you are, Alpha, Gen X, Gen Z, Millennial. Hey, we even have some boomers listening to our podcast. Love that.
Absolutely.
Use some of these words and either look super cool or have all your younger friends laugh at you.
Either one.
We'll look forward to seeing you again here next time live in our Spa Hive podcast. Bye.
Bye.
If I've piqued your interest, even just a little bit about the Spa Hive, good news. You can learn more over at our free Facebook community. That's right. Head on over to Facebook, search Spa Hive Professional Community, and join me, my Spa Hive board, and over 400 other spa, hospitality, and wellness professionals there. The community is always free, chocked full of tips, tricks, and educational content to serve you. Look forward to seeing you there.